friends and fellow beer geeks. I'm Wes, your craft beer geek, and tonight we have something brand new to the channel. It's the first ever Smackdown edition. What we have tonight for our Smackdown is the always wonderful, always classic Sierra Nevada 2011 Celebration Ale. This is their Christmas ale that they brew every year, and this is a fresh hop sort of dark malty IPA sort of beer. It's really wonderful. I drink a lot of it every year and I enjoy it. And this is going to go up against the LaGunitas Sucks Holiday Ale. And the story behind this is typically LaGunitas brews a holiday ale called Brown Sugar, and with the going-ons in the brewery there, and they're expanding, and they're at max capacity right now. They just didn't have the ability to brew brown sugar this year, so they made sort of an IPA, sort of something very similar to this Sierra Nevada Celebration. I saw some other people raving about how wonderful this is, and I think it's a competitor with the Sierra Nevada Celebration, and I want to do a head-to-head taste test on this. As I've already reviewed the Sierra Nevada Celebration, and you can see that review back in my archives. I will put a link to the number of the episode down below, so you can check that out if you want to see my full review of the Sierra Nevada Celebration. But this, like I said, this LaGunitas Sucks is a new one. Probably only going to be brewed this year. It's pretty good. I've had it before, and I wanted to go ahead and do a Smackdown. So let's go ahead and get into these beers and get them poured and see what they look like. I'm going to drink these out of just standard pub glasses. I wanted it to be two of the same glasses, and I only normally drink this kind of beer out of a tulip glass, and I only have one of those. So as you can see, that Sierra Nevada poured out sort of a amberish color. Nice. And this LaGunitas Sucks is a little bit lighter. Still a nice sort of amberish color. So let's look at them. They're both very clear. The Sierra Nevada is not showing much signs of carbonation. It is a little bit cloudy. I don't know if that's a... Yeah, it's definitely some sediment going on in there. It's not just a chill haze. On the other hand, the LaGunitas is very, very clear. Lots of carbonation rising up from the bottom. The head didn't seem to stick around very long on this one. So let's go see what they smell like. The Sierra Nevada is like a little bit grassy with a sweet malty aroma to it, and the LaGunitas, okay, much stronger in the hop aroma on this. It's more of a grapefruity smell to it, almost pine. There's some pine in there as well. It's kind of, you know, I'm gonna say it smells like a Christmas tree, you know, a fir Christmas tree, like the Douglas firs that they sell at Christmas with the sort of long, skinny branches with the really tiny needles on them. It sort of smells a lot like that. Yeah, very, very much like a Douglas fir, I would say. You know, it has that sweet. It's almost like a grapefruit, but there's a little bit of that piney aroma to it. So let's go ahead and I'll taste the Sierra Nevada real quick. Very, very, very strong hop flavor in this. Just tearing at your tongue. Very dry, hoppy sort of texture to it. You know, it's just scrubbing your tongue, but it's malty. It's sort of on the medium, almost going towards the heavy side as far as the mouthfeel. It's a little bit sticky, not syrupy like a double IPA or anything like that, but it's nice and sticky and malty, and just really, really bitter. the hop flavor is not there so much. It's more bittering than it is flavor. There is some hop flavor there, but there's enough malt there where it's also nice and sweet and malty. So let's move on to the LaGunitas Sucks. Okay, it's definitely a lighter bodied beer. I don't think I said the. Okay, this one's actually higher alcohol. The Celebration is 6.7%, I believe, and this LaGunitas Sucks is 7.85%. And the IBUs on this one are 63.21. And I'm not sure the IBUs on the Sierra Nevada, but I'm sure it's probably in the 60s as well. You know, on the bitterness scale, they're in the same ballpark as far as bitterness goes. But like again, I'm getting Douglas Fir is like exactly nails the hop profile of this beer. It's just that smell, but that's how it tastes and smells. And drinking these beers separately, I thought they were going to be a lot more similar than they are, but now I'm seeing the differences. I like both of these beers, and you know, and I was kind of questioning all the rave reviews the LaGunitas Sucks was getting, just because, you know, it's a good beer, but I didn't think it was amazing or anything. But and I'm drinking this back to back with my standby. It's drinking a lot better, I would say. Much nicer. It's a little bit of a different profile. Like I said, it's lighter in body. It's got much more of a hop flavor. The bitterness is kind of on the same area. It kind of depends. It kind of depends when you're drinking these, what kind of food you're eating them with. If you're eating some heavier foods, you might want the heavier bodied beer to go with it. But if you're drinking, you know, if you're just doing something a little bit lighter, or just having the beer by itself, you might want a little bit lighter beer. Do wish the head would stick around a little more on this Lagunitas. You know, I can sort of swirl it and get a little bit to come back up, but it just doesn't have that rich, nice, thick head like the Sierra Nevada does. These are both very, very good beers. I wouldn't hesitate to recommend either one. You know, it's been a while since I actually reviewed the Celebration Ale, but it's something like I said, I drink a lot of it every year. It's a go-to beer. It is actually a little bit more reasonably priced. I think it's $1 less a 6-pack. The Lagunitas is around $9.99 a 6-pack, and I think the Sierra Nevada is $8.99 a 6-pack. But then again, the Lagunitas is about 1% higher in alcohol. But so yeah, with the Sierra Nevada, you're going to get a much more a malty, thicker bodied beer, a more balanced beer between malts and hops, and it has more of just a typical citrusy sort of West Coast IPA sort of profile to it. Like I said, more bittering hops than flavoring hops here. Either that, or there's just a lot more malts in here that's making it so much richer, and I'm getting, you know, it's a very malty beer. It's kind of a little bit chewy. Not in a bad way. It's, you know, it's like I said, it's a beer I love, and I drink a lot of it. But definitely two completely different profiles with these two beers. A lot different than I thought they would be, having drunk them separately. So it's really nice to put them head to head like this. I'm glad I chose to do this. But the Lagunitas Sucks. It's just a lot lighter body. Really just punches you in the face with that pine tree almost, it's a little bit pine, a little bit grapefruity, you know, like I said, Douglas fir sort of flavor to it. It's a lot fresher tasting. It's more like a typical IPA, a fresh hopped IPA you would drink throughout the year. So it's maybe, you know, it's maybe a bit less of a holiday beer than the Sierra Nevada. As far as something different, this could be like a fresh hop, you know, a fall harvest fresh hop ale or something. It could be that as well. It's not particularly a holiday kind of thing. And who knows if they'll even brew this again, you know, once they get their brewery expanded, and maybe next year they'll go back to brewing brown sugar. But with the reviews this has been getting, they may brew it again. Who knows? But it's definitely an interesting beer. I'm glad I took the chance on it. So it's kind of hard to pick a winner here. They're not quite as similar as I thought they might be, but I think I like the Lagunitas better just in this tasting, just because it is something new and it's different, and it does have that sort of Douglas fir piney flavor to it that I'm really enjoying right at this moment. That doesn't mean I'm going to stop drinking Celebration Ale. I'll continue to buy that beer. It's a wonderful, wonderful Christmas ale. Can be found anywhere. And but this Lagunitas is pretty good stuff. I don't know if I mentioned this, but Lagunitas is out of Petaluma, California, and Sierra Nevada is out of Chico, which is near San Francisco, somewhere in that area. Anyway, so they're very nearby companies. Of course, Sierra Nevada's been around a lot longer than Lagunitas, but Lagunitas is not a spring chicken either. They've been around for a while. They both make amazing beers. I've already reviewed the Celebration. The LaGunitas Sucks Holiday Ale, I'm gonna go with a 9 out of 10 on the ranking on this. It's way up there. It's really tasty. Very impressed with it. You know, it's a nice example of a fresh hop California IPA style. Not sure if it's particularly screams the holidays at me, but it does, like I said, it does have that Douglas fir sort of smell and flavor profile that's a little bit holiday-like. I think the Sierra Nevada is a little more up my alley as far as particularly just a holiday, something that makes me think of the holidays. It would be really cool if they could get together and maybe sort of do a collaboration that sort of mixes these two beers together and gets a little bit of the profile of each one into the other. That would be quite interesting. So thanks for watching this first ever Smackdown beer on the CraftBeerGeek beer channel. Hope it wasn't too much of a rambly episode, and I hope everyone had a wonderful, peaceful holiday season. I know I did, and looking forward to 2012 being even a better year. More beers, more new things to try, and just want to say thanks for watching. And remember, I'm Wes, your Craft Beer Geek. I don't drink bad beers. You shouldn't either. And we'll see you next time. Cheers.